Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back in next match Cross-Banlist Cup. So let's take a look, let's zoom in. We are back at Group D. We saw the previous matchup of Chaos versus Totally Hero. And as you know, Chaos won that one. Kinda lucky. But it was a good one. So next one we have only 1 year difference between both these decks. So there is first of all Ravine Rulers, which is, I guess, Dragon Rulers post their first ban list, so where all the small baby rulers were banned, right? It's going to take on a deck that's 1 year younger, I guess you can call it like that, which is TG Stun. Also a first place wise he has deck list, so which deck has the advantage? We see that from the votes from the people, from the comments section, you know what I mean. Ravine Rulers, what is it, 88%, so that's actually a lot. I could see why. The Dragon Rulers are very nostalgic, if that makes sense. It's I think I say it in multiple videos about them, but their graveyard is basically their second hand. That's how they work. That's the thing. And of course, it's Dragon Rulers. Then again, TG has access to a lot of anti-meta cards, power cards, obviously skill drain. You know how strong skill drain is. Like today, it's even strong nowadays. Inclusive, Master Duel as well. Then again, like how strong is skill drain against Dragon Rulers? Not that strong. Stuff like Dracosec, if I'm not mistaken, can just tribute itself to pop something on your opponent's side of the field. And I believe Dragon Rulers side decks like, what is it, Mystical Space Typhoon and more spell and trap destruction hate, but this card in the middle, Thunder King Ryo, it's taking a massive dump on Rulers. It prevents both players actually from searching. So for me that's no TG searching, while for Rulers it's no Dragon Ruler search when they're like banished. But this is something that I personally, not overlooked, but kind of underestimated. The Star Eater, it's a very old school synchro, level 11 I think, yeah. As soon as it hits the field, your opponent can't respond, so no warning, no torrential, no bottomless. Plus, very similar to Utopia the Lightning, when Star Eater attacks, your opponent can't respond until the end of the damage step, I think, something like that. So again, very similar to Utopia the Lightning. And Star Eater against this deck, no prison, no bottomless, no torrential on its summon, and so on and so on. But okay, long story short, I tried to go for the comeback, and here I make a mistake. I'm honest. I'm not going to spoil which card I wanted to summon here. You will see it in a couple of moments, but obviously otherwise I would have summoned Reborn Tango in attack, but attack the token first. Doesn't really matter too much here, because again the trap stun was set. Black Rose hitting the board, and as I mentioned before, the Dragon Rulers, their hand is basically, or at least their graveyard is basically their second hand. So I think I was, going to lose this one either way. So that small mistake, but it's going to come up in a couple of moments. Okay, so game number 2 again, I go first, and yes, normal summon Thunder King, which, as you saw in the first duel, almost won that one. Without TG cards, it was just Thunder King, getting me there, almost. So game number 2 again, normal summon Thunder King, setting 4. I can't remember which one. Europe, at least the opponent here, double debug. Debug is decent, hits Reborn Tango, hits the TGs if I'm not mistaken, but you need to have field advantage, field presence, right? And here in this case, that's definitely not the case. But the Blue Dragon in defense is a problem, and I use the TG creature swap, which, creature swap, swapping the positions of both monsters. And again, I think just leaving Ryo on the field is just going to hinder my opponent more than it's going to hinder me. I'm definitely going to Mind Crush the title, the side decked in Mind Crush, one off. And warning on Blaster, I believe, and yep, this is definitely more than enough to attack for a game. So again, Thunder King Ryo coming in clutch. Game number 3, sadly, well, I was about to say sadly, this hand not the best. Okay, TG Striker does have the capability to special summon itself, Cyber Dragon alike. Skill Drain is decent if going first, but yeah, Thunder King obviously does more. So I'm probably not going to flip over Skill Drain if I would have started the game, depends. Even though Thunder King contributes, itself still under Skill Drain, whatever. So I guess this combo is super standard Ravine Ruler combo. You have there are some ways, but like getting to this particular field of like multiple dragons in the graveyard and the double Draco Sec play. Protected by the tokens and potentially double pop during your opponent, against your opponent, right? But other options were like, ending on Draco Sec and a level 8 Synchro Blade, something along those lines. But yes, must be nice. 6 cents. I mean, there are players calling 3 and 4, and if you call it right, you draw the same amount of cards. So let's say if you would roll like a 5 or 6, you get to mill those cards. So in Dragon Rulers, I mean, if you're greedy, you can just call 5 and 6. If you roll 5 or 6, or your opponent rolls 5 or 6, okay, you draw 5 or 6. It's simple as that. The card was legal for a short amount. What was it for us TCG players? A month? 2 months? Not long. But yeah, I obviously lost this one, right? Is it Rush Rhino that I have said? No, it's not Rush Rhino. It's the Rhino one from DGs. Well, it doesn't matter. Scrap Dragon should be popping my set. Yeah, it's indeed. Is it Rush Rhino? I think so. And yeah, 3 strong monsters. That's definitely more than enough to attack for games. Okay, game number 4. Still have a chance, right? Double Thunder King. Easiest opening turn of my life. So normal summon Thunder King set 2. That's strong against Dragon Rulers, especially if Rulers doesn't open too well. They need to invest of getting a ruler out, banishing other rulers maybe. They won't trigger because of Thunder King. Plus, I think I don't need to fear any mass board wipes, right? So I can just like Torrential, Dark Hole, Raigeki, stuff like that. So I just can vomit another Thunder King on the field. Okay, so 1 Thunder King is dealt with, but I still have Monster Reborn, plus I have Striker, GG Striker. So I normal summon Reborn Tango and just pass. Again, Blaster is going to bounce back, so that's fine. I still have Monster Reborn if my opponent gets rid of a Thunder King. Again, my priority here is to at least get 1 or keep 1 Thunder King on the field. Fall, alright, Reborn Tengu gets banished by the, whatchamacallit, debunk, yeah. Here I guess, well, yeah, I guess you could have Wing Blasted the Brionac, but in all honesty, it's not going to matter. So anyway, game number 5, I personally did not expect, at least would not have expected this one. So going second, and normal summon Thunder King. Yep, Thunder King is getting me there. Without Thunder King, I'm honest, this deck definitely won't have a chance against Rulers, even with all those traps. But yeah, that's why Thunder King is at 3, and I believe I side decked in 1. There's 1 on the side deck. So Blaster, is it, attacks over Thunder King, and here double Mystical Space Typhoon on double Skill Drain. I'm not sure about this play. I guess that, well, Skill Drain here in this situation doesn't really matter too much, no? Well, the thing is that we know that there is a Torrential set, right? That's our information, so I guess if you would like, play it super, well, no, okay, yeah, going for Stardust, for potential Mirror Force, Dark Hole, stuff like that, so there is 2 unknowns, if not mistaken, right? So yeah, I'm just going to, no, I was telegraphing, I believe, no, it wasn't Torrential, the new one is Torrential, I think, and the old one was the Horn of the Phantom Beast, I believe the name is. It gives like your beasts, what is it, 800 extra attack, so my opponent knows it's there, because, I declared an attack previously. So normal summon Barbaros, and again, most importantly, I need to get rid of Stardust, because of, my Torrential, I want to, make it live, and on top of that, I top deck Mirror Force, so that's perfect, like, perfect scenario. My opponent needs to get rid of my Barbaros with Horn of the Phantom Beast. That's the name, right? Getting me that once per turn draw. So Dracosec is super safe. But here is the super tech that I wanted to go for before. And that's this one. Power Gladiator, I believe the name is. And it's level 5, not level 6. I thought it was a level 6 previously. And I've never summoned this card in my entire life, like I've never put it in any deck in my entire life. But apparently, the card does trample damage. It attacks over defense. So I can steal this one. I'm honest, I'm stealing this one. And yeah, as you saw, Thunder King, you know, carried the TG deck all the way. So it is what it is. That's why, you know, those cards are there. Stuff like Vanity's Fiend or Emptiness, Skill Drain, you know, those cards do the same. So next matchup, a big one. We have True Draco Zodiac, Masterpiece Zodiac versus Master Duel Tritron. So almost pretty much a full force Tritron. So feel free to let me know which deck is going to take this one. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. We'll be signing out. Peace.